Trauma is not something that's easy to deal with. It's not something that just goes away on its own, and I don't think it's something that medication can really solve. Today I'd like to discuss 3 things that I've done that have helped completely transform my trauma healing journey. Number 1, you have to move your body. The thing with trauma is it likes to stay stuck inside of you. Whenever you go through something traumatic, your body goes into this fight or flight mechanism that's natural. But what happens when you're traumatized is you kind of stay stuck in that cycle and it's hard for you to release it. So by moving your body, grounding yourself and getting you back into the feeling of your body, it actually helps you to heal. It might not make you feel better for weeks and weeks at a time if you work out one time, but if you move for 30 minutes to an hour a day, you genuinely will feel better after every single workout. It won't make the hard memories go away, but it will give your body the chance to release the tension that you're feeling because of the trauma. Moving your body also promotes good sleep. The problem with trauma is a lot of the time it can keep us up at night, making us replay the memory over and over and over again. The panic, the anxiety, I've personally dealt with all of that. But the days that I've worked out or the days that I went outside and just moved, I've noticed that it really helps me fall asleep more quickly and I sleep more deeply and therefore feel more rested the next day. Rest is so important for dealing with trauma. Number 2, do something hard and let yourself fail at it. Trauma has a way of messing with your confidence. When I was traumatized, I began to feel worthless, felt like there was nothing that I could do anymore. So what I found is the harder things I tried and failed at, the more opportunities I gave myself to grow. And growth helped me feel more confident. One example is I decided to take a calculus class. Calculus? Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, calculus is hard. It is not an easy thing. And trust me, I failed so many times. Sometimes it would be really overwhelming. I would feel defeated really quickly. But I remembered that if I just kept trying at it, I would form new neural pathways that make me feel more confident in my ability to do things. Eventually, I got an A in my calculus class. And I feel more confident because of that. Another hard thing that I've tried to do, I learned how to ride a motorcycle. Not just a motorcycle on the street. That's easy. Kind of. I learned how to ride a street in sand, loose sand specifically. I dropped the bike so many times in the first weeks of riding, and some days I would come home just feeling devastated after a ride. I would think, man, I'm not meant to do this. This is too hard. And the trauma voice in my head would tell me I'm just not capable. But then the next day I would go out and I would ride again. After doing this over and over and over again, I started developing a confidence that I didn't think I could have before. Now I go ripping through the sand like it's no problem. Okay, let's be honest, I still dropped the bike. But it has helped my trauma journey so much. I feel more confident, more capable, and overall just happier because of it. The final thing that I'll recommend in order to really find healing in your trauma journey is dump the garbage. What do I mean by garbage? People who talk down on you, people who don't make you feel confident, people who don't make you feel comfortable, take some space from them. You have enough going on in your mind and body. You don't need outside sources continuing to put you down when you're trying to heal. For me, that looked like letting go of most of my friendships. Some family members, because I know that my healing is more important than any relationship that I could have. Letting go of toxic people has helped me to feel more confident, much happier, and it's made it easier to spot toxic people before I even get close to them. Another thing that I mean, dump the doom scrolling. The problem with doom scrolling is you'll continue to scroll and absorb all of this content, and it starts to make you feel like static. There's nothing going on in your brain, and it takes away from your ability to heal when you're just overwhelming it with content. Dump the garbage. You don't need it. And the final thing I'll say is dump the negative thoughts about yourself. Trauma is sneaky and it can be mean. Like I said, it can tear apart your confidence. But if you start catching those negative thoughts when they come, write them down. I have so many pages in my journal of me saying horrible things to myself because they were thoughts that were just creeping around in my mind. I started writing them down and I was able to notice these aren't things that I actually think about myself. These aren't my words. These are somebody else's words that were said to me. By writing them down and physically dumping them, saying, heck no, this isn't me. This isn't what I think about myself. My healing journey has been a lot easier. Now, these are all suggestions. Disclaimer, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a medical professional in any way, but I do have a passion for healing, and I believe that anybody can find healing, even if they don't have access to a medical professional. These aren't the only steps to healing. There are many, many more, and healing takes a lot of time. There will be days when you feel like there's no point, And there will be days that you wonder, why are other people healing and I'm not? I've been there. I know what that's like. But I promise, if you stick with it and you continue to give yourself grace, you move your body, you dump the crap, and you take time to do challenging things, you will begin to find your spark again. The trauma will start to decrease, and eventually you'll start feeling more like you. You'll be able to live the life that you know you want. Like I said, my name is Julia, and I'm so happy that you clicked on my channel today. I hope that some of what I share can help you, and I hope that you're able to find healing the same way that I've been able to. Trauma is a hard thing, and it's a long journey, but I'm here to do it with you. Let's do this together. Thanks for coming.